Bom dia. I am Alan. I am here with my wife Leslie, our son Wolf, our dog Greer, and Rex the cat. We are from the United States and now live in Portugal on the beautiful island of Madeira. We would like to thank all of our subscribers for being here, and for anyone new, we hope to earn your subscription today. We all go through our lives planning for retirement. We go out and find a checklist that says we are ready to retire once we check all the boxes. These are great, and it is important that we can check the majority of the boxes off. We will go through the checklist today as we talk. But we want to pose another big idea. How do you know you will be able to retire overseas in a new country? What if you sell everything you own, go through all the steps and set off on this journey, and then discover you were wrong? Let's talk about it. We hope you will find our journey helpful as you work to navigate your own. It'll be fun. Vai ser divertido. Today's video takes us to Sandra. The area is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It was formed in 2013 by the merger of 3 former parishes and has a total population of about 30,000 people. It's a picturesque town with old architecture and rolling terrain amid old forest. We spent a day here, but as soon as we arrived, we knew that we would be planning 4 or 5 days in the future to sit, enjoy, and see much more. We only scratched the surface visiting the Pina Palace, its grounds, and the Moorish castle. And of course, we could spend a day just wandering the grounds. This is also where we got the bus ride from HELL. Sorry, that was my outside voice speaking. We recommend that when visiting the area, rent a car, use a taxi, or one of the many tuk-tuks to get around to all the sites. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you will receive notifications for our new videos. Okay, if you have been following along with us, you know we aren't wealthy and live on a budget. So creating an adventure outside of the USA where we are from has an additional level of scary. What if we got it wrong? What if we weren't ready to retire? Maybe we chose the wrong place. Let us give you a hint. Life is short. You've gone through many things in your life, so you'll be able to find a way to do this. You always have, haven't you? You already know that you can dream, and now you are trying to confirm that turning your dreams into a reality can be done. Enjoy the journey now. Stop waiting. Pina Palace is the oldest palace in Portugal, completed in 1854. It was used by the royal family until it was purchased by the Portuguese state in 1889. After the Republic Revolution of 1910, it was classified as a national monument and transformed into a museum. That's enough of the rah-rah stuff. Let's go through the boxes and check them off. Box 1. We needed to be financially prepared. This means we created multiple detailed budgets. By fully researching each of the locations that we were considering and building budgets, we were able to narrow down the area that fulfilled our sense of adventure and were realistic financially. To get you started, we have a detailed, straightforward cost of living video you should watch. We will link it at the end of this video. Many people have not really used a budget, So we recommend that you start tracking all of your expenses and now turn that into your first budget. Do you remember the old envelope budgeting planning? It works perfect. Start there. Or you could use the YNAB or budgeting app like it. You must know your costs before you can plan your income. Box 2. We need to understand where our income is coming from and how much we can safely access. Make sure you look at all your options. Rental income, annuity payments, dividend income, pensions, 401ks, and investment income. The recommended plan is to remove no more than 4% plus inflation in order to ensure this does not run out. Side hustles. These are great because you can draw on your work life experience or your favorite hobbies in order to create them. They also help keep your mind sharp and the juices flowing, which we feel is healthy whether you retire in the same house you have been in for 30 years or pack up and move to a new country like we did. Box 3. When planning for your new life in a new country, you do not want to be paying for or supporting someone outside of your household. This is a big one because the extra money you would spend on the additional fixed obligation costs can be a huge issue. It is not recommended that once you are on a fixed income that you try to support people outside of your immediate household, such as parents or children. Does this mean you have to give up on your dreams? No. We simply recommend that you bring them with you. As you know, that is exactly how we solved our issue. This has kept our fixed obligations to one household. It's cost effective. Box 4. Get rid of your debt. Pay off all your credit cards before you retire. You do not want to be obligated to past debt back in your home country. This not only puts a strain on you financially, but mentally as well. And when you arrive in your new country, you want to be able to peacefully enjoy it. In that same box, we recommend that you pay off your mortgage. This is why we sold our home and plan to use the cash to purchase our home here in Portugal. Many people have paid off their home and can use it as rental income instead of selling it. This can become part of your income strategy. Renting out your home and using the monthly profit income may cover all or some of the income requirements on a visa. We suggest you work with your immigration lawyer or immigration company to understand your best visa for your situation. Do this early in your process. We started this 8 months before we arrived in Portugal. We use a GoPro Hero 10 to film our videos. If you purchase any camera equipment after accessing Amazon through one of our links, we will receive a small commission and you will still receive their best pricing. We are now on to box 5 of our checklist. This one works well if you are from the US and have a Social Security pull from. However, if not, you can still apply the principle to your country's old age payment or government pension program. We in the US need to ensure we maximize our Social Security payments for the future as well as today. Many people find that they need to pull their Social Security early at the age of 62 for various reasons. However, you can boost your payments by 6 to 8% a year plus inflation if you wait to pull it. Each year or month you wait can be the difference in hundreds of dollars a month. And depending on your situation, may be very important as you get older and can no longer rely on a side hustle. At this point, if you enjoy our videos, we would like to invite you to become a member of our Patreon community. Links to this and more can be found in the description of our videos. Box 6. In order to ensure you are ready to retire, you must have health insurance covered. When moving overseas, this will be a very important step in understanding and ensuring you are ready to live in your new country. You need to know that you will not be moving someplace where your healthcare needs are not going to be met. Check on the quality of healthcare and the ease of access to the healthcare system for the country you are moving to. Are you able to participate in the public healthcare program? How much does this cost? And what does it cover? Is there a waiting period? Do you need and can you get private healthcare insurance? What is its cost and coverage? How does this program work? Since we are all aging, healthcare is extremely important and should be a detailed part of your research prior to making the journey abroad. The ruins of the Moorish castle in the hills of Sandra from about the 10th century date to the time when the Moorish people occupied the region. Today, it's a park to explore and wonder how it once must have looked. Box 7. Create a 3 to 6 month emergency fund. Why? Because you just never know what curveballs life may throw at you. What if you get in your new country and it doesn't work out? You will be able to move forward with any changes you need to try to find a different country and or return to the one you came from. Box 8. This box is an easy one for us. Life is short, and many of us work highly physical jobs. And as a former mechanic, I am the perfect example your body can only handle so much. Others work in very stressful situations and may choose a retirement date based upon these needs. Through new lifestyles, we can improve the quality and length of our lives. When searching for your new overseas adventure, it is important that you find a location that will help you to fulfill that slower pace, high quality lifestyle. Box 9. We all hear that people die when they retire. They go home, sit until they are bored, and then slowly the end comes, after working their entire lives to get the chance to sit down. So we think this is one of the most important steps in your preparations for retirement and moving to a new country. Build a social circle. You can start this even before your scouting trip. We did. I made friends with Jeff from Hit the Road Madeira. We met him and took him to dinner on our scouting trip. This started our journey to building a base in our new country. It has grown uncontrollably, and sometimes we have to rest from all the fun we are having. We recommend that you say hi to people and invite them for a coffee or a drink and say yes when they ask you. Make things simple. Life is short. Enjoy your journey. Please give us your thoughts in the comments below. we invite you to join our community. Our channel is viewer supported. Your help is greatly appreciated. Links to our Patreon are found in the description of our videos. We hope you continue to come along with us on our new adventure. We are grateful for the opportunity we have been given. Life is short. We should have done this sooner. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to help us grow. The next stage in your life is a journey. Enjoy it.